BSSB episode number 99. But tonight, Mark and I are just shooting the shit. We got some roach clips, some fun facts, and we'll see if this little boy Jeffy's going to call in this week. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's going to delay it. Who knows? So, light one up and enjoy the show. The lady was like, hot nurse was like, you a smoker or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I'm like pack a day, which I just want to say I don't go, whatever, they don't need to fucking know. Sometimes it's more, usually it's more. And she's like, well, this is the point I'm supposed to tell you not, but you're an adult, dude. Yeah. Like, just do what you want. It's not healthy, you know that.
I'm not going to change your mind.
Yeah, like.
Do you want to talk about it? You want to tell them about that?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I had this thing like just like cut off my face.
Tell them.
Well, that's what I was. Yeah. No, I was trying to like show them over here.
No, I know, but you were saying it over here.
But I got this thing cut off my face right here. I don't fucking mole or some shit. I don't know. Had it my whole life. Yeah, I think it was a mole.
I think that's a mole when you have it your whole life.
Out of my whole life, it was just a little thing, and then over the last fucking 39 fucking years, it's like slowly gotten bigger and bigger. Over the last like probably like 5 years, it's like substantially gotten bigger and like kind of like puffed out more.
Yeah.
And then over like it was like I got it cut off 2 days ago, but like the 3 days prior to that it was starting to get fucking annoying. Like I could feel like pressure and shit, and then it started hurting, and I'm like, all right, finally, after fucking this long.
Yeah.
Because there's like my mom's like, you should probably just go get it cut off, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never fucking went. And so, like I said, it got annoying. It was possibly the easiest shit ever. I was telling Mark about it.
Yeah, you did it in like, how long?
Well, I'm going to start from the whole process.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Like, so I went on my insurance and found a place that accepted my insurance, went to their website, and you could book an appointment online. I'm like, bet. Go on there, fill the shit out, put my insurance information into this thing. I just had to put my name and my, like one of your ID numbers or some shit that was on my card, right?
Okay.
And then like you hit submit and it like circled and it just said verifying, and then boom, all my shit populated onto the forms.
Wow. So
I didn't have to fill anything out online other than like my name and social security number and my address.
That's very convenient, but also kind of freaky.
And then well, it just goes into a database that's linked because, like, you selected your provider and, like, it was like you could see it loaded.
No, I get
like,
that. I get that.
But
it's just cool.
And so then I did my shit, and then boom, I was there. I got there online. They gave me this piece of paper, and all it was like for recent surgeries or allergies, because it's the only thing they didn't ask me online for my appointment.
Yeah. And
so I just filled out like 2 pieces of paper, and I was done.
That's crazy. Man.
Yeah, it was so cool. And then right when I was done with that, they called me back. They got me in there. She looked at it and was like, yeah, it looked like you might have like a cyst or some shit that was underneath it or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Like when I go to doctors, I really don't give a fuck what you're telling me. I just want you to fix me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck what's wrong. As long as I'm not dying.
I kind of want to know.
I don't care. Yeah. I'm like, I honestly just do what you got to do and get the fuck, like, can you cut it off right now? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, just do what you do. So I literally just sat back and they fucking stuck me with the needle a couple times and on my face. It like was like, did this hurt? And I'm like, no. They fucking cut some bitch off, caught her in my skin. I was out in like 35, 40 minutes.
That's so nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I got like pretty minor, just like cosmetic, I guess. And it was benign probably.
Yeah, but
if I think it was cancerous, they would have probably told you.
Yeah, I mean, they said like they do with everything, like they cut it off and sent it out to get tested just to make sure.
So will you get? They'll probably tell you.
Yeah, they'll tell me. Yeah, but
that's cool though.
But she said it was cool. Like it didn't look infected. Like the shit that came out of my face is what should have came out of my face, like blood and like clear
and like pus
and like pus. Nothing was like discolored or stunk real bad. You know what I'm saying? How like infection. So there was no infection or nothing like visible to her when she like cut it and seen it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
but it all went well. And then
You're gonna have a cool scar.
I'll probably have something, but it'll be like over, like my hair hopefully will grow. I don't know if it'll like, you might be able to tell. Who knows?
If it's pretty prominent, like you can get like a cool like gangster nickname, like maybe they'll call you like Sideburns or something.
Yeah. Something
Oh,
crazy.
that's Sideburn. Eric Sideburn Perry over here.
That's it. And yeah, then after that, I fucking got a message on my phone and messaged Mark and said, you want to go up to fucking Toledo? So we
did go to Toledo.
So we went up to fucking Toledo.
Went to the Hollywood Casino.
Yeah, we went. Well, first we went to Cameo Pizza. This
We
place
did.
was pretty dope. It had some of the dopest art I've ever seen on walls at a fucking restaurant.
It was cool. It was all like
It was graffiti Mario.
yeah, it was like Hood Mario.
Yeah, it was sweet.
But
as
it was
fuck.
all graffiti, and there was like Hood Bowser, and yeah, it was just cool.
It was sweet.
all
They
over the
had
place.
a bunch of retro arcade games, and on the other side they had, I don't know if it was virtual golf or they had like little virtual shit over there on the one side.
Yeah, it was like 3 places all connected. You could go
Yeah.
amongst 3 different places.
Yeah, it was like
the other place was
restaurant,
called, I think it was called like Retro. Something.
retro gaming, and Cameo
no,
Pizza.
Retro Reset is what it was called.
Retro Reset. And
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Pizza. But yeah, it was like the one. It was like he said it was in third. So like one was like the restaurant, and then the middle one was like the bar
A
and
bar
retro
slash,
gaming.
like
where
all stand-up arcade games.
And then the other one was like your virtual like golf simulator or some other shit that we
Yeah.
don't really go over there.
And we went there because the weigh-ins for Kai's fight were there, and those were in the back room. That's where all like the Hood graffiti Mario
Yeah.
characters and shit were on the walls. They had an old school Dennis Rodman like book fair poster on the wall too.
Yeah, it was from 1996.
Yeah, it was cool.
But yeah, so we went up there. We're at the weigh-ins and shit for, I don't know, probably like a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't know. But we went out, smoked a fucking fat blunt in the parking lot with Kai,
And his girlfriend.
his girlfriend, Dakota.
Yeah, they were both really cool. It was really nice to meet those guys for sure.
Yeah, that was, other than, he's the only other, him and Terrence, really, right?
What fighters?
Like
that
fighters that like,
we've actually met in real life.
Yeah.
that have been on the pod. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Baby Hawk.
Baby Hawk.
I mean, technically Ryan's a slap fighter.
Yeah, slap fighter.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So that was cool for that because we've interviewed him 3 times now.
Yeah.
So then we went up there, then went to the casino. After that, smoked a couple blunts, met, shout out to the HKA USA Gloves, our boy Nick Sampson.
For sure. He
That
was cool
bloody
as hell.
cunt always making us laugh the whole night.
The bloody cunt.
That dude was hilarious.
Yeah, he was cool as fuck. Good dude.
And
He
then
said
the other,
something to me.
then the other guy, Jay Davis or something like that was his name. Shout
Oh
out
yeah, him and I believe that was his wife.
Spring.
Spring was her name.
Yeah.
That Nick Sampson guy, he said something to me. He said, "Man, this guy is chill as fuck." He said something to me after that, though. He was like,
He was like,
"I
you
could
could
put ice cubes in his
Yeah.
pockets, and they would just like crack and fall
No,
apart."
he's
or
like,
something like that.
he's like, you could put a handful of ice cubes in his pocket. His jeans would rot away before the ice melted.
yeah.
He's so.
That's
what
what
he
he
said.
said.
It was fucking hilarious.
It
Dude.
was funny. No, he was a really good dude. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, no, it was a good time, and hung out there. It was a 2.5 hour drive home.
Yeah,
So we,
did what we did best,
we got up there at like
or do best.
6:15 or something like that. We stayed up there for like 4 hours, 5 hours, but we left at like the perfect time because there was some storms that were coming through.
We had to have been like 10 or 15 minutes just behind the storm.
Yeah, no, it worked out fucking
Because
amazing.
it was a windy fucking drive home, man.
Oh, dude, that shit was insane, dude. That was the first time I felt this car get pushed around like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't had this car for a long time. But my car was getting pushed around quite a bit. It was pretty insane. And it sucked because we took the turnpike home, which rides like the lake is like not that far off there. So you get all that fucking lake effect with like the wind and shit like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't hit any rain. There was some sprinkle here and there, but nothing insane. But on our way back home, when we started getting closer to our area, I told Mark, I'm like, there must have been some shit happening because there was so much debris on the side of the highway of like you remember that shit, the leaves and sticks
Oh
and
yeah, like branches that have come
branches
down.
and shit.
Yeah.
But we're fucking tired as fuck at this time. So we're aware, but we're not aware because like
we just smashed.
I'm just
a bunch
focused
of beef
on
jerky.
making sure I'm not killing us. And I mean, I wasn't that tired, or I would have pulled over. But like,
but it was late. It was like it was pretty fucking late.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
been up since fucking like 6 or 7 in the morning, so I was tired as shit. Running off beef jerky and combos.
Yeah, and Monster.
Yeah, Red Bull, never Monster here.
Yeah, Monster.
Point that out. Yeah. So not really paying attention too much and drop him off. I go home, fucking pass out. I wake up next day. There's like 80,000 people without power.
Yeah. Luckily, neither one of us were one of them.
There was tornadoes not too far from us and shit.
Yeah, people like big branches had come down and like
people's houses are getting smashed because whole trees fucking just got snapped at the fucking like what is it, the root or what's happening when they're just basically rooted out? They call it
the trunk.
Yeah, they basically pulled the roots out of the ground. The tree was just fucking like
it got uprooted.
Uprooted. That's it. Yeah,
what's it called when the roots get like come up out of the ground?
Sorry,
it's called
stoned.
uprooted.
We're blunt smokers, smoke blunts.
I know, it's a joke. It's funny.
But yeah, so like we literally, like he said earlier, was this storm came through and we were literally like 10 minutes.
We were like tailing it. We were just like, oh man, it's really windy out. Man.
Yeah, and let alone like fucking 20 minutes in front of us, 10 minutes in front of us is like one of the worst storms we've ever had in the last couple of years. So luckily we stayed as late as we did and we stopped at the gas station that we stopped at because I don't think we would have been in the bad part of it. But it
probably would have been rain. Like, I don't think we ran into much rain at all. I saw a couple little sprinkles on the windshield every now and then, but like...
No, because the worst thing is driving at night in the fucking rain.
Yeah, it was just really windy.
It's the shittiest thing. I fucking hate it. And my windows are dark as fuck, so it makes it like even harder when it's raining at night. Like, it's already hard to see out of my car at night anyways. But no, it was a good time though.
Yeah, you won pretty big there too. You gambled one time, just like you always said you would.
Yep, I always do. I have
first $20 you spent.
I have a gambling addiction, so when I go to casinos and stuff, I always just put $100 into a slot machine.
Yep.
Max bet the shit out of it and see what the fuck happens. Either I'm going to hit big or I'm going to lose $100 and then I'm done. I can't sit at a card table because I'll spend too much money.
Yep.
And I might lose a house.
And you put $100 into it.
Yeah, so
you could only bet 20.
10. I think 10 was...
No, it was 20 because you had 80 left.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, $20 max bet.
You bet the 20 and you got whatever, a jackpot, and you got like almost $2,000. It was like 1980 something.
Yeah, it was like 1987 or something, 1986 or something like that.
That's the year I was born if it was 87. Yeah, and then after taxes and shit, get like what, like 17 something.
Yeah, I got like 17 something, 1724
and then you gave
like
the other 80 to Kai and his girl.
Yeah.
And Kai later used that 80 and like spent just about all of it and then got like what, like another like $400?
Yeah, here for like $400.
So like
yeah.
Either Kai or you are a good luck charm, one of those people. It was you guys had luck on you that night.
So, but yeah, that was good. But yeah, got that. And yeah, we dipped, dude. It was a good time. So drove really up Toledo, hung out, met Kai, his girlfriend. Like I said, Nick, Jay, his wife Spring.
Yeah.
And walked out making a couple bucks. So it wasn't a bad night. Just shitty drive. It was like 6 hours of driving or some shit.
Oh yeah.
6.5 hours driving, but well worth it though. Got to hold the BKFC belt.
You did, man. That shit's heavy. That shit is very heavy.
Yeah, a lot heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
Like I held Jeff's LFA title, and that shit was about that heavy. But like I always forget how heavy they are. You know what I mean? Like you look at them and they always fling them up on their shoulder and shit. And
yeah.
You don't imagine them being that heavy, really.
No, I just thought it'd be like that, but it's fucking way heavier than my belt.
That's pretty heavy too, though. But that that's probably about like half the weight.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
think.
Like I was expecting
That's
it to
how heavy
be,
that is, because that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be that weight, but like you said, it's like double that, and I was like, holy shit, this is heavy as fuck.
There's a lot of metal on there.
Yeah.
A lot of, because it's like embossed.
Yeah, it's just that big ass round centerpiece is so fucking big and thick. Like it's not like a thin piece of fucking. Yeah, that shit was wild, but it was cool.
For sure. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffy should be calling us anytime now. Just to get a quick update on the fight. Everybody's been asking.
Yeah, everybody and myself was wondering when Jeff's D-Day is going to be, so
yeah,
we'll see if he pussies out this time or actually comes with something. So
comes with something.
Yeah, find out when just two dudes going to be banging it out in the middle of the ring. That's what we're waiting for. That's what everyone's waiting for.
I got a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun facts. In 2022. Lightning struck an apartment in Oklahoma and obliterated the toilet. The lightning traveled through the air vents and emerged from the bathroom vent. And then here's some pictures of the toilet.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's
And there's it coming through the bathroom.
Wow.
On like the ceiling downstairs,
I
guess.
You went pooping. I'm never going to poop in a storm again.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, if you were pooping, dude, you would have got struck. Plus, there's water underneath you. So who knows how bad it would have been.
Oh, you were fucked.
We got like, it would have been like the electric chair or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been good. Would not have been good at all. Oh.
Your butthole get all burned up.
That's wild, though, that it traveled down like that. Lightning's crazy, dude. Mother Nature.
Well, I mean, the air vents are made completely out of metal, right?
Yeah.
It's like tin or...
Yeah, it's just crazy that it, like...
Or sheet metal is what I think it is. Just bent sheet metal. And then I got another one for you.
Yeah.
This one's pretty cool, actually. Well, the last one was cool, too, but this was...
Yeah.
For generations, Australia's Aboriginal peoples told stories about birds starting fires to hunt. For a long time, it was thought to be just a myth, up to now. Science has confirmed that at least 3 species of Australian birds of prey, the Milan tag, the whistling hawk, and the grey hawk, have surprising behavior. They carry lit branches on their beaks or their claws and drop them into dry areas to spark new fires so that they can hunt.
That's fucking
so it
wild.
Scares all the creatures out.
Yeah, then they can just boom and go get them.
So they're starting like wildfires and shit, and then they show like these 2 side-by-side pictures of birds actually doing it. So they've actually gotten proof of it now.
That's crazy.
That they actually do it.
That's crazy as fuck.
So if any of these things are like wildfires get started and they don't really know who did it and shit, it might be some fucking birds. I mean, I don't know. This is Australia, but like...
That's crazy.
Maybe we just haven't got it on film. I mean, if this is the first time they've got it, have proof of it.
That's wild. Fucking birds.
Fun facts.
You might have known about this, but I'll say I think you probably knew about this, but another like fun fact. McDonald's discontinued their coffee stirring spoons in 1979 because people were using them for cocaine instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
so that's why they started just using like the little sticks.
Yeah. In December 1979, McDonald's discontinued its iconic spoon-shaped coffee stirrers due to their unintended association with drug use.
That's crazy.
Originally designed specifically to stir cream and sugar into coffee, these 5-inch plastic utensils known as McSpoons featured a small scoop on one end and the company's golden arches on the handle. However, the spoons gained notoriety in their misuse in measuring and ingesting cocaine, as their design allowed for a precise measurement of 100 milligrams of the drug.
Wow, did it really?
Yeah, because it was giving you the precise amount for sugar as well. Wow. But like it happened to work out sugars heavy, but it worked out where that spoon...
It's just a measuring spoon at that point.
It gave you 100 milligrams of cocaine, which was like the perfect amount. Like people knew what they were snorting.
That's funny.
And when McDonald's found out about it, that it was basically people were going in and just grabbing handfuls of McSpoons.
If McDonald's was really a progressive company, they'd bring it back.
They would bring back metal ones too.
Metal ones?
Yeah. Damn,
dude. I think the price of coffee and shit would go up if that's the case.
Dude, If they're giving needles out, they can give metal spoons out.
Yeah, but they're not giving, like, not everybody needs needles. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Everybody needs spoons.
But yeah, no, I thought I seen that shit. I thought it was funny.
That is funny. Fun facts.
Fun facts.
Hey, bud. Long time no see.
What's up?
Not shit.
What's up, sir? How are you?
Of course you're there. Why wouldn't you be?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's half the podcast.
I'm
Yeah, but
here.
you-
I'm in your nightmares, I bet. It's cool, though. I'm everywhere, dude.
My nightmares, he says.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't call to talk to you, but I mean,
that's
since you're
unfortunate.
here.
'Cause I'm right here, buddy.
Yeah. So what's so I gave you multiple opportunities to get out of this, and yet you're still talking shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Talking shit.
I'm surprised you even called back. There's multiple people, and Mark could confirm this, whether this fight was even going to happen or not for all the delaying you've done.
I mean, yeah, I guess not to pick a side or anything, but in his defense, a lot of people have been asking what's going on with the fight.
Yeah, so
It has been a while to address it.
and I keep telling them I'm here for it. I'm like Dion. I'm born ready. So I was like, I'm just waiting for the call. You know, as Hamilton used to say back in the day, the old Ameritech call to the bullpen. You know, I'm ready for it.
Ready for it.
Wow.
All right, that's that works for me because in 2 weeks I got nothing to do, and let's do it. Let's do it then.
Perfect. 2 weeks from now,
Good.
D-Day.
2 weeks.
All right.
Mark it down on the calendars.
2 weeks, yeah, from today.
You
Cool.
know, so I've had time to think about it, and I just wanted to let you know that in 2 weeks, when that door locks, I'm going to fuck you up.
Ooh.
No joke. We're not playing around anymore. I wanted to be done with this shit, but you just kept fucking coming back at me, talking shit. So, you give me no choice, really. So I'm telling you right now, I'm going to fuck you up. That's all I got to say.
Let's
No more
do it,
talk.
dude. We're going to
2
find
weeks
out.
from now, that's it.
You know
So-
what? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I don't like when things don't go my way. And when that happens, I get mad.
What are you going to do? Do you see red? You see red when you get mad? Do you think that's going to help you?
Oh, it's just not going to be good for you.
I'm going to break you in half.
All right.
I was just on a play with you. I was on a, we can
That-
touch spar. I can show you a couple of things, but no, we're done. You messed that all up.
All
We're
right.
not cool. This ain't for fun. I hope you get some views out of it because it might be your last fucking video.
Ooh.
'Cause I'm
I
done
love
with
it,
it.
dude.
I
I
I'm
love
fucking
it.
done with it.
I hope we do too. And buddy, I love it. He's coming back with a fire this week.
He is. He's been soft the last couple times.
Like he's been stewing. He's
I
been
love this shit,
stewing.
baby. Something must have happened. He got riled up. Did you get beat up in the ring by someone? Is that
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened in your little training time?
No, I actually got other shit going on. I got a family. I got a job. I don't just sit around and smoke weed all day like you guys.
Yeah.
I got shit going on.
Hey man,
So-
I'm not
But
talking
I'm
shit.
gonna take a
You
break.
got
I'm gonna
brought
take a
into
break
this.
from
How
my
about that
busy
one?
life. I'm gonna take a break from my busy life just so I can fuck you up.
Perfect, dude.
Oh.
This is going to be amazing because you know what I enjoy doing in life is setting disappointment on people, and you're going to be disappointed. You got your hopes up here, and your dreams are up here, but reality is actually down here. So we'll find out in 2 weeks, dude.
Damn.
2 weeks. 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Just
I'm
remember,
counting the days now. You got me motivated. 2 weeks. It's that easy.
just remember, when things don't go my way, I get mad.
Peace.
Well, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Jeff was a little fired up in that one.
yeah, he was intense, dude.
Uh,
Something must have tickled him up over the weekend. He got fired up.
I mean, like I said, I think he was just kind of stewing it over, stewing in it as we were over the last few weeks.
Well, I guess he's been delaying this shit for so long. I thought he was scared.
I Of course you did.
I was scared of the eagle. Sprinkles.
Once I came, I think it was just crazy at work and kids and family and stuff. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
no shit. And then plus in beef and shit aside, shout out to Apex Gym in Akron, Ohio,
Oh,
dude,
for sure.
for allowing us to do this shit at their place.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys go check them out. We'll link them and put some shit in the description and everything. But make sure you go follow those guys, give them a like and shit like that. But
For sure.
they're allowing us to do this fucking match in their facility. So there's a couple other places that didn't. So shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, you'll hear more about them in the future too from us. So yeah. But yeah, dude, it's coming. 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jeff, it's coming, dude.
2 weeks.
Coming for you like a fucking wild Taiwanese purple tarantula, dude. That's what I'm coming at you like, dude. You're not even gonna know.
A
Quick,
wild
gonna
Taiwanese
strike,
purple.
and I won't be in front of you anymore. You never heard of them? They're crazy. The fastest spider on that side. Yeah.
Do I need to ask Siri? Do I need to ask Grok?
I mean, you don't need to waste your time. Just believe me. But yeah, that's what's going on. So here in 2 weeks, this shit's going down.
It's going down.
So make sure you motherfuckers stay tuned and find out and watch this shit.
Yeah, for you guys it'll probably be like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put it all
Yeah, because
together.
we ain't allowing any, this is very limited people there.
Yeah, this is a limited
Like
audience.
I said, because this place is just allowing us to use their spot, so we can't fill it up.
We're working on the good graces of Apex Gym here.
So yeah, there's basically going to probably be less than 10 people there.
Yeah.
And this is going down, so you guys make sure you guys are gonna check this shit out on YouTube and see.
And I'm gonna
see
do
how this ends.
I'm gonna do my best to present it in the most watchable way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. You
like
guys,
don't expect fucking a UFC production here, but like
we're gonna have a couple of cameras set up. Mark's gonna do his best of editing
to make it as fun to watch as possible.
Yeah, so
as I can anyway.
I'm gonna try to get like a GoPro chest thing for the ref that's in the ring.
Oh wow, really? I didn't know that part. That's cool.
So that we try to I'm gonna put my GoPro on, try to get the chest.
You're gonna try. So let's not make it guaranteed.
Well, like I'm gonna order it. I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
That's true. Yeah.
Like we're gonna do it, but like we'll try to like see if that has a good view, or I don't know, maybe if they have a head one for his head or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're gonna try to do our best here.
Yeah. So, but I think this is this is gonna be a good fucking show for y'all. Cavs fucking lost in the playoffs.
Oh, son of a bitch.
They're out of it. But dude, I am excited for when this episode comes out, there'll be some games played. But I bet this Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks fucking series that's about to happen is gonna look like it was been played in the late 90s.
Maybe.
Like 80s, dude, both teams are super fucking physical. Talk shit, like the physicality of watching like Jordan and the Pistons in that play. That's what I'm kind of talking about. Where like you drive to the hole, you're probably gonna get put on your ass.
That's cool.
Like it's gonna be almost
they should do retro 90s jerseys. So it would be even more like that.
But if for people like our age and shit that grew up on that, like I think this would be a good series to like be like, damn, this feels like almost like old like basketball how it used to be played.
That's cool.
So I'm excited for that series.
Back when Larry Bird was talking mad shit, I could back it up. Larry Bird, man, he's like, a lot of people don't talk about him, but he's up there in GOAT status too.
Oh, for sure.
Larry Bird was awesome. Like I'm not a big sports guy, but I've watched like little documentaries about Larry Bird, and he was not to be fucked with.
No, dude, yeah.
He would purposely make you miserable throughout the game because he knew that he could.
You just search his name and you'll literally see every NBA player that's great tell you how great Larry Bird was.
I first heard about Larry Bird from Space Jam.
And how much he talks shit. He was
I liked him in Space Jam.
He was one of the biggest, if not the biggest shit talker in the NBA too at that point in time.
He didn't talk shit in Space Jam, but I just went from there.
Yeah. I forget who he said. He always thought it was disrespectful when they put a white basketball player on him, too. To guard him.
On Bird?
Yeah.
Why? Because black people are better at basketball?
Yeah.
Is that racist? Or is that just a compliment?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess facts are facts.
statistics show, but
statistically, I mean, Jordan is the GOAT, right? So
yeah,
that would pretty much tell you.
yeah, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron,
Huh.
but yeah, so yeah, you'll see all these dudes just talking how he would talk so much shit, but back it up, and like you said, it would just literally make you miserable all game.
For sure.
And that's so it was cool. He's up there for a GOAT.
No, for sure. Larry Bird.
From Indiana State. They had some dope jerseys, like baby blue with white, the college. They were sweet.
What player do you think is the most underrated player?
In
any sport?
In any sport?
Pete Rose? No, people know.
No. Underrated.
Like just doesn't get the recognition and love he deserves at all. Like nobody talks about him. Nobody.
I mean, there's a lot. Who can I think of?
Just the one who just deserves it the most. Just in your opinion. You know what I mean? Not necessarily.
I will always
definitively.
Let me think a little bit more specifically to that, but I will say this, which kind of goes with that, like halfway. I think injury hurt this person and was never the same. But Derrick Rose in the NBA, if he didn't get hurt, he might be up there for the. You would hear him be talked about as like a GOAT.
How long did he play before he got hurt?
I'm not sure. Maybe like 6-7 years. He's part of the NBA conspiracy of like draft picks into certain places.
What does that mean?
I'll talk about because like there's certain things that have happened over the years where certain teams ended up getting the first pick in the NBA lottery that probably shouldn't have got it statistically. Like the Mavericks got it this year with like a 1.8% chance, but they traded Luka away. And there's other things where like the Cavs did some shit and we ended up getting first pick for LeBron. The Bulls ended up getting first pick and taking like Derrick Rose. He's like from Chicago originally. Like, I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy on like the NBA rigging the draft picks.
Got you. Okay. Interesting. You're saying this is your
most
underrated?
No, not underrated. Because I'm still trying to think of like underrated who people don't.
So this is just like who could have been great, but this unfortunately is my biggest tragedy like, struck.
What if? Yeah, like what if D Rose didn't get injured?
How did he get injured?
I don't know exact play, like playing basketball, but yeah.
Okay.
Look at this dude. He was a beast, dude, for years.
I'm not even saying like exact play. Like what happened to him?
I think it was ACL, like his knee injury or some shit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this is my most unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Derrick Rose, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna watch this whole thing because the NBA might get us, but
yeah, you guys should look him up. It was amazing if you don't know who he is. Underrated. See, that's fuck.
That's why I said any sport, because like you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. If you baseball, basketball, football, I'm trying to think.
Or they are just people just appropriately rated. There is no underrated in sports, because your performance speaks for itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I always hated? Who didn't get enough praise, and this isn't even just individual players. This always pissed me off in baseball because I was a first baseman. So I give most underrated people in baseball are first baseman. Because if you watch baseball and those dudes turn an amazing sick double play, like they hit like how Omar and Robbie Alomar or Baerga and Omar used to do back in the day, where they would do that one-handed flip and pitch and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they would turn to some of those plays, the first baseman would have to dig a shitty ball out of the dirt that they threw. And they never fucking praised the goddamn first baseman for that.
Yeah.
And that always pissed me off because I played first base. So the most underrated people are first basemen because they never give them fucking love anywhere.
Right. No,
for picking the ball on double plays.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like all that works.
That's what I can think of. It's hard for me to think of an individual player.
Cool. I personally,
yeah,
Gretzky. Steve Gretzky.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
that's his younger brother.
Yeah. People never give him enough love, dude.
I'm just kidding. Gretzky was the man. Gretzky was so the man. He made other people look good too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He was so good that he was able to be generous and still be the best.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do some roach clips?
Yeah, dude. Roach clips. Love them, dude. Even though I said none, it's Mark's clips.
Yeah, I guess these are Mark's roach clips. Because they're all Mark's roaches. But roach clips. All right. First off, we got this. This is a 5D movie in China.
Oh. China. I might go there, actually. I'm debating.
He's master debating about it.
Yeah.
It takes longer that way.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Taiwan again. I'm doing a little Taiwanese trip. Might go to China. Won't be able to really film in China, but I got a GoPro this time, so hopefully I can get some more action.
Yeah.
Because, like I've spoke about before, like, I grew up in a time where, like, pulling your phone out, because I was, like, 20-something before, like, pulling your phone out and getting it on, was, like, a thing. So, like, pulling a phone out and getting it is not, like, my first reaction.
Yeah.
But I think if I have a GoPro with me, like, in my hand.
It's already on. It'll just be auto get.
Even if it's not on, it's still in my hand and, like, it's there. So
You'll
I'll think
to.
it. Yeah. So I think I'll have more.
Because that's the sole purpose of it.
Yeah. So I think that'll help me out more getting more shit than I did last time. Last time was just a bunch of pictures and shit. But now I'm getting my driver's license for over there before I go, because I just got to go to, is it AAA? Isn't that what the thing is called, AAA? Like the people that come tow you and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go there and you can pay them like $50 or $100 some shit, and you get an international driver's license. And then I can drive scooters and shit and cars in Taiwan.
Cool.
Yeah, I might get hit.
Well, this is a 5D movie in China.
Yeah. There's a rant. There's a high rant. So 5D. So we got 3D. What's the 4D? And then what's the 5D?
I guess you'll see, buddy. Whoa.
Oh, they got like trained dogs. That's dope.
Yeah, they're like the wolves and shit. Those are wolves. Wolves are coming out of the screen and running back into the screen. How crazy is that? And like the actors are running around getting attacked by wolves and shit. It's a 5D movie in China, bro.
Yeah. So what's a 4D movie though? Like if I was going to a 4D movie, what's the difference? That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to ask. Like I know what 3D is, but like what's 4D?
Fourth dimension is sound usually.
So they might have like little wind and sound or something like that. Because like at that Sphere in Vegas,
yeah,
they had like wind and like mist. So is that 4D then?
I think so, because I think there's other movies where like if there's fire going on, the whole room will catch on fire.
Okay, and then is 5D like the puppies, like the wolves and the people?
5D is when like the environment around you is reacting.
So that's
to it
what
as
the
well.
humans and the wolves are is the 5D part.
Yeah, I don't know what a 4D movie would actually be. This is what a 5D movie
Yeah,
is.
no, I didn't know if you knew. I was just asking if you knew what like the difference.
I'm not a 5D, 4D, 3D expert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. All right, this is Russia's massive Kalazin RT-64 telescope that was built to communicate with Venus and Mars in 1974. Look how fucking big that thing is. Yeah. That looks like something out of Star Wars.
I wish I wish they would put
something on Planet Hoth.
I wish I could see. Can you go to the right? Is that an arrow to go?
Yeah. So you can see other shots.
Yeah, that's what all right, yeah, keep going.
That's massive. Like I said, it looks like it's just straight out of like the Star Wars universe.
64 meters.
Yeah.
I don't know how big that is.
It says the Kalazin RT-64 radio telescope, completed in 1974, is one of Russia's most significant contributions to space exploration infrastructure. Located near the town of Kalyazin, I think, it features a massive 64-meter wide dish, making it one of the largest radio telescopes in the country. It was part of the Soviet Union's deep space communication network and was used to monitor and communicate with interplanetary spacecraft.
Yeah, it's 209 feet wide.
Yeah.
So it's 100 feet short of basically a football field.
Yeah.
It's 90 feet short of a football field.
Its primary mission included
crazy.
supporting space probes traveling to planets such as Venus and Mars. The telescope could send and receive radio signals over vast distances, allowing scientists to maintain contact with spacecraft millions of kilometers away. This ability played a key role during the Soviet space program's ambitious planetary mission of the 1970s and 80s. Today, while newer technologies have taken over many of its original roles, the Kalyazin R264 still stands as a monument to the era of early space exploration and Soviet engineering.
I wonder how many times that was used in a movie, because that right there looks like a dope ass, like some movie shit. Like that's what we gotta
That's
walk
what I'm saying. It looks
to.
like some Star Wars shit, or like some like
That's where they
like
gotta
movie Contact,
yeah,
or
or some
something.
shit. They gotta go turn that motherfucker on. And apparently they can still move this shit around. It's crazy.
I think it's still in use.
I wonder who they talking to. Follow things that. There you go. Saw things.
It's dope
work.
though. Thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
But here we go. All right. This is Neil the Seal. Apparently
Okay.
he comes back to this town every year.
Nice.
And like
Yeah.
terrorizes the town.
Terrorizes it, huh?
Well, I mean like not in a fun way.
Oh, okay,
In a
cool.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man sort of way. Oh, get some sound.
600-pound seal named Neil, who comes to the small town every year during his molting season. Everyone in the town knows him. Neil patrols the streets or rests on the lawns. His funny actions always amuse the townspeople. When Neil sleeps by the roadside, the residents put traffic cones around him to warn passing vehicles. He often greets passing cars, and the traffic cones have become his favorite toys.
I
When
like
someone
Neil.
takes his toys away, he gets angry and chases after them, barking. Sometimes he even tries to enter residents' homes, and when he is refused, he lies directly in front of their door. Neil has a particular fondness for traffic barriers and often knocks them over, which frustrates the maintenance workers. Neil has become a little celebrity in the town. Whatever he does, he always attracts a crowd. His presence brings joy to everyone.
When people go pet
When
him
his
at all,
molting season ends,
I would
Australia.
try. I would try at least once to go up when
That
he
looks
was.
kind of scary.
If that motherfucker laid in my backyard, like that video
Yeah, I'd
where
be
it's like,
feeding them fish and shit.
like I'd be throwing him fish, like I'd be cool with him, but I would try to go up, like
Like
not
that.
sneak up behind him, but like let him see me walk up and be like towards the back of him, like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see what he
Get him
does.
used to you and shit.
Yeah,
No, this
like
is
I wouldn't try to lay there like there's a fucking puppy with him, but I at least want to like every once in a while be able to go give him a couple slaps and like, hey, how you doing, Neil?
yeah.
You know?
Like I watch this and I think, like, could this happen in America without like some asshole ruining it and like killing him?
No,
or-
there's too many right now. There's too many Karens, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think this could happen. Only in like Australia could
And,
this shit
and
happen.
you know what the shitty part is? It would be everybody in this town in America. This would happen. Everybody in this town, in this area, would love Neil.
Yeah,
But some lady 4 states away
yeah.
would be like, I don't like this.
Or some psychopath would do some really fucked up, stupid shit.
yeah, or go kill Neil, so everyone was sad. Like
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
happens around here, and it's shitty.
yeah,
But no, I would
But-
love that shit. Like I
yeah.
said,
This is cool.
I would purposely order food for Neil. Like if I knew, I'm like, oh, honey, fucking Neil's gonna be here sometime in the next coming weeks.
And there's some fucking sushi, bro.
like,
Best sushi in town.
oh, dude, I would literally, like I said, I go to Costco and I would put some fish in my freezer that's just Neil's. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of guy. Like I want to
Yeah.
be cool with this dude. Like I want my house to be his first stop. Like I know I'm going here and gonna load up on like fucking 15
No, for
giant fish from homie over here.
sure. No, for
All I
sure.
gotta let him do is pet me a couple times. You know?
No, for sure.
That's
Alright.
scary though.
Yeah, that is a scary look on Neil right there.
Kind of looks like videos you see in Nuke, like
Yeah.
the faces you see.
The Rake. He's a skinwalker. All right, moving on. All right, this is cool as fuck. Tigers appear orange to humans because most of us are trichromats, but green to deer and boars, which are dichromats. The tiger's orange and black colors provide camouflage, helping it stalk hoofed prey like deer and boars effectively. So they blend into the forest for deer and boars. But for us, we see them as orange because we have different fucking eyes.
So
how crazy is that?
So is it? So I'm wondering with that last sentence, if all hoofed animals are dichromats, then
I would imagine that. Yeah, that's a good observation there. Helping
so like
it
horses
stalk hoofed prey like deer and boar.
So like a horse, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Like they got hooves, you know,
just camel
shit like that. Like any, because from that I would say helping her stalk hoofed prey. So with that saying any hoofed prey.
What does a elephant have? Because to me, I always saw that as like one big hoof.
See, like a giant, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, to me, that's any of those hoof shit. See, it's like that orange is green.
But I think elephants can see them. I don't know. But I thought this was cool as shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, like, what color really is a tiger then? If they see them as green and we see them as orange.
Well, we always say, they always compare our eyes as like the center point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so we have like the baseline.
We have the baseline. Yeah, that's a good, like.
All right, so they're probably orange then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, here we go. All right. These are real life people behind your favorite foods.
Oh, okay.
So that's Little Debbie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen some, like the Wendy's chicken, different shit. But yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, Little Debbie right there.
That's cool.
Looks like Little Debbie.
Yeah.
Huh? There we go. Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, I knew that because he would be in commercials and shit.
Yeah, and he's on the package.
Yeah.
And then you got Melinda Wendy Thomas. Yeah. She was 8 when her dad Dave founded Wendy's and made her the face of it. Yeah. The Wendy that it is now, who's younger, is much, much cuter.
Yeah.
Not that she's not cute, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe Colombe opened the first Trader Joe's in 1967 in Pasadena, California, and it's still open today.
Dude, I love their bread.
I've never been to a Trader Joe's.
No,
ever.
Their bread's bomb.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to try it someday. Jimmy Dean's brother, Don, created the sausage empire for Jimmy to be the face of.
Oh, nice.
Jimmy Dean was actually like an actor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colonel Sanders was 62 years old when he first decided to franchise his fried chicken.
Hell yeah.
Dr. Peter Buck was a nuclear physicist before creating Subway with a 17-year-old boy as his business partner. That's a little questionable.
Well, no wonder Subway went the way it did.
Yep.
What's up, Jared? Was it 17-year-old boy Jared, and then years later?
Eat fresh, dude.
Yeah,
Eat fresh.
Dude. That's it.
All right. Debbie Fields went from being an Oakland A's ball girl in 1977 to selling her cookie empire for $100 million in 1993.
I'd have fucking ate her cookie.
Yeah, she's a pretty attractive looking lady, especially if she was a ball girl.
Yeah.
She could be your ball girl, right?
Yeah.
Wally Amos was a music agent for Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, and the Temptations before creating Famous Amos.
Famous Amos cookies are bomb. Those are go-to in situations when you got like vending machines and light pick on shit, and Famous Amos is there.
Yeah, dude, and they're like the little bite-sized cookies.
Yeah,
you can just throw them in your mouth.
Yep,
and I also like to get like a cup of glass of milk, and you can just dump those in there and eat them like cereal with a spoon because they're so little.
Yeah.
It's like Cookie Crisp, but real.
Do you see people doing that shit? That's like a little trend people are doing right now.
What?
Is they're getting like cookie dough. They're making cookie, like chocolate chip cookie dough or whatever kind of cookie they want.
Yeah.
And they're putting it in an icing bag, and they're putting droplets on a sheet pan and cook it for like fucking 5 minutes probably. I don't know. And then just taking all those and dumping them in a bowl and making like warm cereal, like you're saying that.
I like it.
That cookie.
I like it a lot.
But like this dude did a review that I seen. He did like chocolate chips.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have to cook them very long.
He did snickerdoodle cookies. He did oatmeal raisin. He's like, you can do whatever you want. You're not limited to just chocolate chip.
Because the bigger you make the cookie, the harder it is to like cook it all the way through. But the smaller, you can cook them like a couple minutes.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna do that
you might,
someday.
Yeah, I would try that shit. That'd be pretty good, I bet.
But I think this is the last one.
but I thought it was a creative idea.
Yeah, dude. Either way, little tiny cookies everything's better when it's smaller.
Except for the Reese's cups.
I disagree.
I like just a regular Reese cup. I think that's the best.
But yeah, most things, I guess, are better. Smaller versions of them, but I don't know if the ratios are different
The
or
Pop
what.
Tarts are better, smaller ones. I will say that for
They
sure.
are,
That's one I
yeah.
can think of top of
The
my
Pop
head.
Tarts are already good.
Here we are on food again.
Yeah, we gotta stop. All right, last one.
Oh, Chef Boyardee.
Ettore Boiardi started his own restaurant in Ohio, actually. I didn't know that.
I did know that.
Chef Boyardi's from fucking Ohio?
Yeah.
Before before canning his sauce and supplying rations to U.S. troops in World War II. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did know it was Ohio. I did, actually. I forgot. I
Ettore
forgot about it, but I did know.
Boiardi.
And it's Boyardee. He just spells it the way like you would.
It fucks with you seeing it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. That is fucking that.
That's cool, though.
Faces for the brands.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Ghost running down the stairs.
Okay.
Is there like a... Can we full screen this shit? Here we go. Hold on, people. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh, now you can't start it over. Well, that's better, right? All right, here we go.
Volume is all
I'm
over.
here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care.
I like the attitude, bro.
No, for sure.
Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Oh, he swung on him. Swung right through him.
That's wild.
I like
though.
how the ghost was just like, all right, let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
Turn the volume back up.
No, I know. I didn't I want to hear it again. I just wanted to...
I want to hear it again. I think it's just funny. I want to hear it run back down.
Why does it go down every time I press
Who's up
play?
there?
That is weird.
Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty much like, well, like, what do you do in that situation?
This dude needs to go get his own ghost hunting show, bro. If he's like ready to swing on it, he's more ballsy than 95% of the people we see when we watch fucking these nuke videos that we watch for fucking 5 years.
We definitely say that, like, there's a lot of, like, pussy ghost hunters. Like, what are you there for? Why are you running away? I understand it's scary in the moment, but you're a ghost hunter. At least try to stay there and stick around and see what's happening.
Yeah, I
You know
don't
what I mean?
blame the people that are in their house and some fucking weird ass shit's happening.
Yeah.
And you freak out and run, and
But
I get it.
you are there to get it.
Yeah,
You are there to get
there's
it on
4
video.
of you with all this technology and cameras.
And then
So
you run away.
And shit happens. You're like, oh my God, I gotta go. Like, no.
Yeah, like, I understand getting scared like the first few times. You be like, no, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
What's the worst? You get possessed? You get possessed?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's just always bothered me. So I like this guy. He's my second favorite ghost hunter.
Yeah, I think, because obviously these were all mine, like we said. So I think that's one of the reasons why I put this in there. It's like, oh, Eric's going to like this dude.
Yeah, he's second to what's his name, my little Asian buddy.
Oh,
what's our Asian dude? I haven't seen him in a while.
I can never remember their name because they don't pop up anymore.
He goes live a
but
lot.
man,
though.
they were great. Yeah, there was like an Asian name. They
He'd
were
be like,
awesome.
fuck your mother!
Fuck your mother! Fuck you!
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's how they deal with ghosts. They curse at them.
But yeah, either you're praying to fucking Ahmed or you're fucking screaming "fuck your mother," depending where you're from.
Fuck your mother! Fuck you! All right, I need to stop doing that. You have the yellow card, not me.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that was
Roach clips.
Roach clip.
Roach clips.
All right. Anything you want to get off your chest this week?
Not really.
Anything that really grinds your gears?
No.
Really grinds my gears.
No, not really. Cleveland sports is Cleveland sports. Kind of talked about that already. Cavs lost. Oh, you know what fucking grinds my gears this week? I told you already about this shit. Is that these cocksuckers waited till fucking Pete Rose died before they let him in the goddamn Hall of Fame.
That's true. That is
fuck you.
Bullshit.
Fuck you. Straight off. Whoever's responsible for that shit, you should have did it years ago. There's motherfuckers betting all the time. I don't know. I'm not even getting into it, but that shit pissed me the fuck off. That all of a sudden now, okay, he can go in.
It is.
Fuck you.
It is for sure. He deserves to be in there, but that's bullshit. Now here's my next question: did they unban him before he died or since he died? Has he been unbanned?
Yeah, he could go to shit. He was going to different events and shit. He was trying to like be good.
I know, but like he could probably still go. But I'm saying, like, did they unban him from baseball?
No.
So that's still on him.
That's why now they unbanned him. Now they unbanned him so he could be in the Hall of Fame. So he's not banned from baseball now.
Why didn't you unban him when he was still alive? Because everybody knew it was bullshit. It was stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was dumb. Like, they let him like go to different events and shit. Like, yeah, he was trying to like do good with baseball. They would ask him shit. He would show like the reunion of the different teams that they have. He would go to and different shit. And
yeah,
they always just kept fucking denying him every time he appealed. And then, like I said, now he passed away. And they're like, oh yeah, you can come in. Like, fuck you.
That's such bullshit. It's just stubbornness. You know what I mean? It's like when people are falsely put into prison and the state, there's so many people petition and bitch to get him out, and then they finally do let him out, but he still has to plead guilty.
Yeah, and that shit's on him.
So that the state, it's not on record that the state was wrong, essentially, is basically what it is.
So they can't get sued and
it's
have to
not
owe
them
money.
Admitting wrongdoing.
Yeah, it's not wrongful imprisonment, and they just want it to be like, all right, you're guilty, we'll let you out, you can't sue us.
But usually there is a settlement. There is some sort of settlement.
Yeah, when there's
people get out of prison,
if you
they
get
like a few $1 million.
If you get wrongful imprisonment, that's when like those lawyers fight you and prove that you were wrongfully imprisoned. But if you plead guilty and part of your plea deal is that you get out now and your time was served, you don't get money. You pled guilty like you did.
I think some people have. I think that's in order to make it. But yeah, like you ever heard of the West Memphis 3? They were falsely accused of like satanically, ritually, like raping and killing some kids or something.
Crazy.
And it was like a bunch of teenage kids, right? And one of them refused to do that.
I'll plead guilty?
Yeah.
Good.
And the other two did just because they were literally facing life in prison. They had already spent so much time in prison. But I think he eventually did come out, or I can't remember the story, but there's a documentary called West of Memphis that's really good. You should watch it.
I would never plead guilty on that. Some shit I didn't do. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, it was very corruption, essentially.
Yeah, I ain't snitching or I ain't fucking pleading guilty. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't do it, I didn't. I'll tell you if I did it. If you caught me and I know you got me, I'm like, yep, you got me.
But people like that, they could still, like, they could write books. They could go on Joe Rogan. They could do stuff like that now.
I understand, but still, I want to they can get lower myself to be like, yeah, I did something.
No, I know, but that's why people do that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That and they don't want to fucking spend the rest of their life fucking watching their ass in prison.
Yeah, it'd be hard to
especially if you're accused of stuff like that.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
But yeah, I get that. The Pete Rose thing really grinds your gears.
Yeah, that really grinds my gears right there. That pissed me off. Ollie too.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Ollie howled about that one. All right, guys, that was episode 99. We are one away from 100, dude.
Yeah.
we probably won't
Is-
do an episode until the fight. So episode 100 will probably be the fight.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
look
stay
forward to
tuned for
episode
that shit.
100, but it'll probably be a few weeks because stuff's going on, you know what I mean? Yeah, hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends.
Pass a blunt.
That's a blunt, back a bowl, roll a J, whatever you prefer. Really. In your legal state, of course. And, yeah. Till next time.
Later.